Welcome to the Coach Toolbox. This podcast is for coaches, leaders, and learners at all levels in organizations and in all walks of life. Here, you will get just-in-time learning that is research-based and practice-focused. The goal is personal and professional mastery. And now, our session today. Many of us have been working for some time now and have a good job that pays us well, in a company that has a good culture, and we have good work and life is steady. However, after a few years, the money, the work, the travel ceases to be as energizing as it once was. And during some quiet moments, we think about the dreams that we had early on in life, or perhaps some dreams that have been beginning to blossom over the last few years or few months. This could be something like starting your own business or a consulting practice or your own company to manufacture a product or service, perhaps to start an NGO or a school or an adventure travel agency or a bakery, whatever. It's a dream that you're passionate about and you wish that you had the resources and the support and the environment and the infrastructure to support it. But kya kare? What to do? One has to go to work to support the family, the house, the loans, the expenses, and so on. Well, in this episode, we're going to talk about how you can start working on your dream without having to leave your current job. And worst case scenario, even if you feel you're stuck in a really dead-end job and there's no out in the near future, even in such a case, we believe that these ideas can help you feel more empowered in the present. As a matter of fact, if you start working on your dream now, yes, right now, while you're still in your current role, you will find tremendous energy, motivation, and enthusiasm to get things done each day. But before I share these insights and tactics, my request is for you to hit the follow or the subscribe button on this channel and do share this episode with folks who matter to you. Now, let's start talking about how to work on your dreams at work. So let me share a 5-step process with you. And whatever your dream is, these 5 steps you can adapt to make it work for your particular dream. So step 1 is define your dream. Step 1 is define your dream. What is your dream? Perhaps there was something you wanted to do early on in college, or there's something that you've been thinking about in the recent past. As we've discussed earlier, the dream could be to start something of your own or change career tracks or whatever. The first step, obviously, is to have a dream. Something that you're passionate about, something that gives you energy and excitement. So write down your dream. Start a dream file or folder or journal. So as an example, in our conversation today, let's say the dream is to start your own business. Whatever the specifics of the business is, the process stays more or less the same. All right. So step 1 is to write down your dream and start a special file, folder, or journal. Call it whatever you'd like to call it, your dream file, folder, or journal. Let's get to step 2. Step 2 is start the research. If you have to start your own business, start with some research that gives you data around it. Do some online research, check out other ventures which are in the similar space, look at how other startups or small practices have started out in this space. You can do a lot of stuff without needing to leave your current job. As a matter of fact, it makes sense to do it now, not after you've left. Now, right now, you're probably thinking, hey man, I don't have time. I'm drowning in my current job. I don't have time to do my own stuff. I'm so swamped with work. Or you're probably thinking, I could do that, but it's not fair to my current job or employer. And I'd like to cover both aspects of this and show you that thinking may not be quite right. So here's what I'd like to offer. If you can't find the time to do some research around your dream when you're in a salaried job, it'll be really difficult for you to run a business which is 25/8, 366 days physical and emotional commitment. Yeah, I didn't get the numbers wrong. It's 25/8, 366 days physical, and emotional commitment. So don't think you'll be able to find time or balance your life when you have your own business. It really doesn't work that way. Find the time now. Find the time now by becoming more effective and productive at what you do in your job so that you're able to find some time during the day to do the research on your dream. And here's another benefit for you, especially if you feel stuck in a dead-end job, dead-end role, dead-end company. Working on your dream will generate energy and excitement that will spill over into your current role. So it will generate energy and excitement, and it will have a benefit in what you're doing currently. So to summarize, step 1, have a dream. Step 2, start doing the research. Step 3 is start having the conversations. So a critical aspect of your dream research is to start talking to people about the various aspects of setting up a business. And you'll find such folks in your current ecosystem. Your contact or friend in that accounts, he can guide you on setting up accounting procedures or learning about tax structures, or your contacts in IT will help you understand what technology might be useful, or your contacts in facilities might give you information on what salaries and issues in recruiting support staff are, and so on. So over the coming months, line up these conversations and start collecting all this data in one place. Remember your dream journal or dream file or folder? That's where you need to collate all this information. This information will help you think through the practical aspects of making your dream come true. Another aspect of step 3 is having conversations with people who are already in this space. So what is it that you want to start on your own? A consulting practice, a bakery, a business, a manufacturing unit, a small scale outfit of some sort? Talk with people who are already in this space. Now, you could leverage your connections at work to reach out to these right people and set up the meeting. And you're likely to find lots of helpful people just within your own office complex or business park. Just start looking. Just start asking. Just start checking. And by the way, as you are doing this, do you know what's happening? You're starting to develop the skills and mindset of being an entrepreneur. And your dream is starting to take some shape. So remember, you're in no hurry. Work at a pace that makes sense for you. You don't need to set any deadlines or take any drastic actions as yet. You still have the most important phase to go through next. And the next phase is to make a learning plan. So step 1 was to have a dream. Step 2 was to do the research. Step 3 is to have the conversations. Step 4 is to make a learning plan. So step 4, making the learning plan for yourself, is extremely important. Now, what do I mean by this? So from your research and conversations so far, you will have by now an idea of the competencies that you need to start your own business. You will understand that what knowledge you need to gain, the skills you need to develop, the mindset that you need to start nurturing. You don't want the most complete or perfect learning plan. You just start to figure out what your new learning needs are based on the knowledge, skills, and mindset that are going to be required to run your business. So the question you have to answer is, what learning needs will support you to move in the direction of your dream? What learning needs support you to move in the direction of your dream? Perhaps it's to understand finance or a new technology, or learn how to sell and negotiate or lead a team. List the new skills or knowledge that you need to learn, and then create a plan to start learning these new skills and knowledge. Perhaps some additional certifications may support you. Now, the magic of this process is that you're likely to find these opportunities to learn within your current role or company. So use them wisely with intention and focus and energy, because it supports your dream. There may be opportunities to learn these skills or get the exposure that you want in a different role or in a different part of your company. And now you can seek these out because it supports your dream. So look at ways to change or modify or adapt your current role so that you can have these learning opportunities. Prioritize the things that you want to learn, perhaps the ones that are very new to you, and there may be some competencies which you need to deepen your mastery in. So you have to have a priority and you need to have a learning plan. So let's come to step 5. So step 1 was to have the dream. Step 2 was to do the research. Steps 3 was to start having conversations around how to start and manage a business. Step 4 was to have a learning plan. And step 5 is to reach out to mentors and supportive networks. So step 5 is to reach out to mentors and supportive networks. Here is the final action step. Who are the people who can support you to learn or develop or practice these new skills? Reach out to them and explore how you can work or collaborate with them so you have an opportunity to learn the skills they have to offer. Now, I'm not suggesting that you be foolish and say that, hey, I want to work with you so that, I can leave this company and start my own. That's not what a smart entrepreneur does. But perhaps you could look at ways of supporting your pre-sales or sales team, join their customer presentations, assist them in their sales campaign, and so on. What a great way to get exposure to selling. And all of this is available to you right now at no cost. As a matter of fact, your company is paying you right now to help you build towards your dream. And so once you're clear on the skills that you need to build your dream, it will probably be easier for your manager to give you opportunities that help you build these skills. And this might be a much more effective way of looking at career progression other than just wanting for a designation change or a grade change. Look at career progression as developing new skills or deepening the mastery of existing skills, not just change in grade. So why not take this opportunity that's available to you in your current role? So as we bring our conversation to a close, let me give you a quick summary of the 5 steps. Step 1 was to dream. Step 2 is to do the research. Step 3 is to have those conversations with people who will show you how to set up business. Step 4 is to have learning plan. And step 5 is to develop mentors and build supportive networks. So by now in our conversation, you will already have some input on the skills that you need to develop or deepen, a list of mentors and resource people whom you can reach out to and learn from, the certifications, books, courses that you need to master, and so on. And all this in service of your dream. So remember, to move ahead, you now need to prioritize the action steps, put them in a timeline, and start with baby steps to move you towards your dream. Don't really worry even right now, as to how long, when. Just start moving, and as you start moving, timelines and things become clearer. You don't have to set a final end line right now. You will get clarity of how your current role can support your development as an independent business owner or practice head or even a baker or whatever your dream is. Start with the baby steps. Now, most importantly, you do not have to feel defensive or guilty about this process in terms of fairness to your current role or to fairness to your current employer. Why? Because the reality is that you will become much more energetic, much more motivated, much more excited about your life and work because you're moving towards your dream. You will want to take on new assignments or support projects because it gives you an exposure to skills and expertise. You will want to learn to work with people because you want to sharpen your skills in leadership and influence. You will want to work smart because you not only have to finish your current project, but you do need time to work on your dream too. So all in all, does this not look like an employee who is 100% motivated and engaged? What more could your boss or company want? So use these ideas to start working on your dream today. And I wish you all the very best as you move towards it. Good luck. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Please connect with us on coachtoolbox@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to follow, subscribe, and review this channel. Details of our ICF-approved coach training programs and our services as executive coaches and coaching supervisors are on www.globalcoachtrust.org. See you in our next session.